Yo, what it dang dizzly doo wop. I am Zachary D, that Palsy Papa. And who that there? Wait, no. How does work? How does work? Oh, here we go. I can point at you. Who that there? Who that there? Who that? Who who that on my screen though? They know. I was just. Uh, oh, wait, they can't hear you. You're who now?
Jaimie?
They can hear you now. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
all right, cool. So, because of the little camera action upgrade your boy had, um, my wife now has a camera, so there's significantly less excuses to not hop on the channel. Uh, Not that we haven't made a bunch of them. What are you
Have
doing?
we though?
What?
Working on an order,
Oh,
but I
I
can
don't,
talk and work on it at the same time.
I don't know if we're prepared to share the little online shop my wife got going with the people.
Not yet. Not until after Christmas. I need things to slow down.
She said, "I got plenty of orders, bruh. Don't don't
Uh,
don't give me no more." I'm shrinking your head a little bit more. I didn't.
uh,
There wasn't enough for me to animate and move around.
I
So
mean, it's not that I have too much. It's just I have one large order that I'm working on right now that's 7 signs for people that she's making them for Christmas, and then a set for her own house. So,
so so let me ask you, how long has it been since you've been featured in a video on the channel that actually made it to air? Because I know we recorded a games with wife that never made it. Um,
it's been a good bit. It's I'd say a little over a month.
been about a month. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. Um, you don't know this,
Mhm.
so I'm just gonna bring it to you right here on the YouTube.
Okay.
You don't know this, but um, I'm gonna do a movie review this week, and because I don't movie, you have to do that with me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You told me this the other night.
Did I tell you were gonna do it with me though? I don't remember if I told you you were
No,
gonna. Yeah,
no, you didn't.
I'm a.
Which is
I'm afraid that I'm gonna judge the movie poorly because I don't movie. Movies suck.
um I tend to go into every movie with an unbiased opinion because I've heard people I movie. Um I movie a lot. In fact, I'll even watch the crappy B-rated movies.
Hmm.
Um because sometimes there's just nothing better on. Um
Right.
I have, however, hesitated with watching this one particular movie because it seems very similar to another show that you have watched.
What movie are we? We're talking about the movie Run that I'm gonna do a
Yes,
review of, right?
yes.
It seems
You've
if
watched a similar show, though,
okay.
um, also done by the same streaming service,
Hulu, yeah.
um, on Dee Dee Blanchard.
Who's Dee Dee Blanchard? And why do I care?
Uh, Dee Dee was the mom with Munchausen's who poisoned her daughter and um, kept claiming a whole bunch of funds from different various um, fundraising benefits and stuff like that for her daughter. She claimed her daughter had so many problems, had cancer. She would shave her daughter's head. Uh, in the end, her daughter ended up falling in love with a guy. The guy was autistic, not at the right mental age, and the daughter convinced the boyfriend to kill the mother, who was Dee Dee. And this is actually based on true facts. And now the daughter is serving time in prison.
As opposed to false facts. How can something be based on false facts? I don't understand.
Could could be based on it could be based on fact or fiction. But I mean, this you would think something like this would be made up by Hollywood, but it's not. It's based on facts. But from what I've read, it's kind of a similar situation. But um, I've been watching a lot of crime shows lately.
I think for me, the
Uh,
basis of watching this movie is people are talking about how it's such a positive, like, um, it's a positive experience as a from a disabled because the actress herself is in a wheelchair. Um, eh,
okay, that's very awesome that they got somebody who is actually in a wheelchair to do
is
that
it
role.
is it though? And this is kind of the basis for what I want to find out. Like, is it awesome just because she's in a wheelchair? Because I'm afraid it's going to be a bad movie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I watched Glee because I love music.
Okay,
Um, Glee has a character in there called Archie. And his name is Archie, and he is in a wheelchair,
but he's not really.
but he's not really because there's an entire episode where he's up dancing around
Right.
to the safety dance song. And if you see him at award ceremonies and stuff like that, he's up walking around, and I kind of feel cheated in a way. But the show does also have another character who has a mental health, well, who has another form of disability. They have Down syndrome, and that in some forms that can be a disability, in others, it's
I mean, it is a disability, no matter which way you
yes.
shake it. Let's not mince
The,
words.
that's true. It is a disability because
Down syndrome doesn't
um
make you a bad person or anything,
no,
but let's not call it what it is. Um,
right.
yeah, and that character actually has downs, and like the actress has downs, right?
Right. And they play her as a character with Down syndrome. So, obviously she's not trying to play a character who's not, you know,
Well,
doesn't have an
and that's an interesting thing too, because as a uh character with a disability, maybe we should save this topic for the video where we actually did a movie review. Apparently, we have a lot to say on this subject, but as a character with a disability, there's certain disabilities that if you have it, like Tyrion Lannister was a
a
dwarf.
short person, yeah.
I mean, little person,
Yeah.
whatever the PC term is, he was that, and it didn't like affect his character. But like for me, I couldn't play a character without cerebral palsy. Like,
Right, right. There is actually another show that I would like to watch, another movie I would like to watch that's based on characters with the Down syndrome Down syndrome.
are we gonna make this a regular thing? Crap.
And
Are we gonna do regular crap?
I don't know. I think it's called Where Hope Grows. Where Hope Grows.
That sounds
And I
terrible.
know it's not one of those movies that you particularly would
I'm
care
such a
for.
I'm such a bitter person when it comes to movies. Like, I
Well,
blame
no,
Napoleon Dynamite, by the way. Um, Napoleon Dynamite was the movie that caused me to not movie anymore. I
this particular
Okay,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
This particular movie is about a it's a baseball player whose professional career was cut short due to his personal problems is suddenly awakened and invigorated by a young man with Down syndrome who works at a local grocery store.
Just
And
such an
I
inspirational Down syndrome kid working at the grocery store, living his life,
shush,
no struggles.
shush.
Oprah looking ass, disabled at just the Down
No,
syndrome set piece.
okay. So I think in the end, um, he
You
helped him to go on to become a six, and this is based on a true story.
true facts
Um,
as opposed to false facts.
okay,
We
it's
discussed this
based on
earlier.
a story. It's based on a real life actual event that happened.
Mhm.
And I think what had happened was this guy ended up helping, and I may be wrong in this because I'm not finding a lot of information on it, and I'm going off the top of my head.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
I I think that this guy ended up helping the guy with Down syndrome to end up owning his own business. So I think from a perspective, that is one of the very first movies where they've had a character with Down syndrome as one of the main characters in the
Oh,
movie.
okay, okay.
So I think
Um,
that's the reason why I want to see it more than anything, and I have not seen it yet.
so I guess movie reviews might become a regular thing if we can find enough uh characters with disabilities in movies and like what have you. That might become a regular thing. I'll have time to watch the movie Thursday. I was gonna watch it tonight and release my review of it tomorrow. I was actually gonna watch it tonight after I got off work and record my review of it tonight, but I realized I'm off completely from my part-time job on Thursday, and we can sit down and watch it together, then get together like this again and watch the movie or review the movie together because I think I'm going to be biased against it because it's a movie. I don't
Yeah.
like I don't like movies, but I need somebody there to temper my bias, and you usually rein me in a little bit. But um, let's talk about the family a little bit.
Uh,
How we been this last month, Jamie?
I mean, I've been good. Cecilia has been good. The baby has been good.
So
And
I disagree with your second statement. Cecilia has been bad.
yeah. Okay, so you've heard of the phrase terrible twos? She is dead center into it. She is in the stage where she is testing boundaries.
For sure.
And her favorite word right now is no. Like straight up,
And
I'll ask her to do something and she'll go, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm turning your show off. And
and
she'll go,
damn
no,
it.
no.
And damn it. She started that recently.
Yeah. Oops, that may have been my fault. Um, yeah, I'm pretty certain that's entirely my fault.
Probably.
Um, um, and that's bad on me. Uh, a lot of times I'll catch myself saying it when I slide across the floor because one thing I've had to realize in the past few months is our new floors are very slick.
They are indeed.
Yes.
Although I wouldn't know because normally when I walk into the living room, there's an obstacle course, roughly an
So
obstacle course, and I give up. And like something really sad. I'll go in to the kitchen late at night. I'll make the treacherous trek from the uh office to the kitchen. I'll be looking for a particular thing, and I'll go in there. It's
something
not
to eat.
it's not there. Ugh.
What?
I was looking for more dip, and it wasn't there.
Oh, more of the jalapeno artichoke dip.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
Oh,
So now I have on my desk a bowl of chicken spaghetti that I had like 6 bites out of, um, cold as all snot, and it was good,
yeah, because you don't like to have things reheated.
but I don't know what that is. But, do you have the baby ultrasound picture near you?
Not not on me. It's in the living room. And of course, I'm not in the living room. I'm in our bedroom.
We'll throw that up at some point in the video.
Yeah.
I'll get a good enough picture to throw it up for you guys. But the little squirt's doing well. The
Yep.
older squirt is kind of skeptical. As you guys know, she tested positive for the plague recently,
Yeah,
and
yeah, and it's been kind of fishy about that because she's been asymptomatic, as has everybody in the facility. One of the employees actually ended up testing positive, and she called her boss, the coordinator at the facility, and her boss had all of the kids tested. Um, all the kids were fine except for a handful, including our daughter. And um,
did we ever get her retest back?
she was she was tested on the 17th of November, tested positive, retested on the 27th, still tested positive, and um, we don't understand because it's been more than 14 days.
Wait, so her recent
Um,
test was positive too?
the one done on the 2nd was positive.
Wow.
So
So she's not
I
coming
mean,
home for Christmas.
no, I mean, she hasn't had another one. They haven't done the other one. It was either today or tomorrow, and it takes a couple of days to come in. But um, the entire facility has to test negative in order for her quarantine to be lifted for her to come home.
Oh
So,
shoot.
yes, that
That
was something that I,
that's gonna suck
yes, it is because she has been wanting to come home, and
for a long time.
yes, for a long time.
And like the thing is, it's not even if she doesn't come home, we get to see her. Like if she doesn't come home, we can't even go up there and see her.
No. Which means that we'll have to postpone Christmas for her until she tests negative, and everybody tests negative. Because they don't want to risk um, one person testing negative and they be exposed to a positive person and
Right.
carry it with her down here or up here. Um, she did tell me that Kirsten is has been quote unquote quarantined to her room with two other kids that are negative, but the other two kids have not tested positive. So,
Ever. They've never tested positive.
you're right, they've been negative from the very beginning. So, she thinks that there's something wrong with the doctor's office, maybe.
Maybe.
And
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's tough to
And
say, and I don't
so,
know if it's worth risking it.
right, right. And so she said it's everybody has to test negative in order for the facility quarantine to be lifted.
Right.
And that's for anybody to go home. That's for any of the less than 20 kids that they have there at the facility. So, um, despite what we want, and despite what our family wants, that's a possibility. And
Well, then
uh,
never mind that her biggest behavior problem right now is cuss curse words.
yeah, yeah. Cussing has been one of her biggest issues from the very beginning, and because of her impulse control issues, it will probably continue to be a problem with her. Um,
Yeah, probably.
yeah,
Um, it's just difficult because like I haven't seen her in
a
man,
year. It's been a year.
I haven't seen her in a year.
Yep.
What last Christmas, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, "How long has it been since you've seen her?" And I said, "Well, considering COVID hit right around
Ho
March."
ho ho! We don't use that word on YouTube. We don't. That's
Sorry,
a dirty word on YouTube.
sorry.
That'll get me banned real quick.
Um, since all this started
The
going down,
plague.
right? Um, since it all started happening in March, we haven't been able to go see her because everybody's been under quarantine.
And to be honest, like I didn't even really know what the rules were as far as like visitation with her at that moment because there for a minute she was kind of bouncy. And I mean she was bouncing back and forth from place to place and she wasn't
Well,
stable.
well, and in March, when all of that started going down, she was in the process of we were in the process of being told she had to go to another facility.
Right.
So traveling 5 hours to go visit her um was not only just impossible with everything going on, but it just would have been really bad because she was at a point where she needed to go to another facility.
And I've
Um,
and I've been in a situation work-wise where unironically my longest running job this year has had no benefits. There's no
right.
benefits, no nothing. It's an independent contractor position, and I've been running it for over a year now. I mean, I've passed the year mark, but
Ah, for that one, for the yeah,
for the roadside, yeah.
yeah.
Um, I did. I passed the year mark over there, but it has no benefits. It has no time off, and I have to work a certain amount of weekend hours every weekend. So I need pretty much 2 weeks notice to shift my weekend hours around to make a weekend trip even possible.
Right. And at the time, you got to think about it. At the time, we had a less than 2-year-old child. You know, she didn't like being in cars for long periods of time.
He still really
She's gotten
doesn't.
a she's gotten a little better, but yes, she really doesn't. And so I have to take her on the trip with me. Um,
Are you gonna take her
and
if you go get Kirsten? Are you gonna take Cecilia?
I don't know. I have to talk to your mom.
Okay.
That's an option. Um, I have to talk to your mom.
I think it's
Um,
really. Are you gonna go alone or are you gonna go with your mom?
I have to talk to mom. All of this really relies on whether or not I'm even going.
Right.
And so I've already contacted her this morning, and that's what she told me was that everybody has to test negative in order for the quarantine to be lifted.
Be lifted anyway. Right.
Right.
Um.
So
And I would
it
say
will.
we've kind of been in an awkward spot, relationship wise. Not bad. We're never really bad, but I mean this is kind of and you can't see me, but me in the office and you in the bedroom has kind of been every day.
Yeah,
Um,
it is kind of how it's been.
for
Um,
the last several months because I wouldn't. I mean, for the last couple of months, month and a half for sure. Um, because uh, I would get off really late, and I don't think it's fair for me to come in the room and wake you up. Um, and then have you getting up early in the morning and this, that, and third. It's just not good. You need your rest. You're growing my kid. You're raising my kid. Like you need your rest.
well,
Uh,
and I actually started tracking my sleep because this Fitbit that I got, um,
no
uh,
sponsorship, by the way.
no sponsorship, sorry. Uh, this helps me to track my sleep, and I actually looked at my sleep last night because I slept with it on, and I woke up 6 or 7 times because I am such a light sleeper.
Right.
And I had a friend on Facebook tell me, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm a light sleeper. That's normal." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. I am a light light sleeper."
No,
And
the best memory I have of this, it was awesome because it was great because I can wake Jamie up for anything, um, in the middle of the night, guaranteed.
All he
Uh,
has to come in there and do is either
al-
open the door or say, "Jaimie," and I'm like, what?"
although last night it didn't work. I tried. I tried to wake you up to find out if there's more dip.
What time did you try?
It was like it was like 2:45,
Oh yeah, I was asleep. I was
and
in deep sleep. I
a-
actually remember that I was in deep sleep.
and I hit you with Jamie, 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 and then I just shut the door. I was like, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Were you yelling at
Uh huh.
me? Hold on.
Sure.
Let me let me
I yelled for sure. But the best memory of this was when Cardinal was living with us, and I went because you guys don't know, but I don't carry anything. I make the money, like then that's it. I don't know what's in my account. I don't know how much we have. I know what bills got to get paid, and I know how much I make, but I never know any given moment how much we have in the account. I don't carry my wallet. I don't carry my debit card. I don't carry nothing. So if I want something, before now I have a debit card in here, but this was before I even had a debt. I didn't even have a debit card to the account at the time. My name wasn't on the account. It wasn't technically my money. Like it was. Um. Anyway, I wanted a game or something, some subscription to something, something. I wanted something, and in fact, I think I might have been ordering CBD. Maybe it was a late night CBD order. Possible. I don't know, but I wake Jamie up. She hands me the debit card. Like, I'm talking rifles through the purse, gets the debit card. By the time I'm done putting that thing in the computer, I go back in there to give her, and she's like, dead asleep again. That's the thing. That's why it's hard for me not to wake you up because I know you're going right back to sleep. Like right back to sleep.
and you know what? Hold on. So I want to look at my thing. Wake up, yep, go right back into light sleep, and then deep sleep. I go into light sleep for a short period of time, and then I'll go into deep sleep right after I wake up.
N-
Like
Doesn't
I woke up about a little after 4 o'clock last night, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I
okay.
go to the bathroom, and I come back in, and I lay down, and then I'm out for like an hour in deep sleep, and I'm like, wow. And then again at 6 o'clock in the morning too. I roll over, I wake up, roll over, go back to sleep, and then I'm out for a deep sleep. And it's so crazy to see that.
But that's how it is. Like I'm okay with waking you up most of the time because I know you're going to be right back to sleep.
Yeah, I go right back to sleep.
But my issue is it's not fair for me to purposely go in there at like 3 in the morning, go lay down and whatever. So
Well,
I'm actually moving my part time job to the morning hours to
and it's
just go ahead.
and I'm gonna actually add a little more to that because it's not just because you come in here and you lay down. It's because you come in here and you like to talk to me
I
at two,
do.
3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll be up for hours. And as most people know, if you have a break in your sleep, like you'll get 4 hours of sleep and then you wake up and you're up for like 2 to 3 hours and then you have enough time to go back to sleep. You want to hit that deep sleep, but you don't have a lot of time to be able to hit that deep sleep that second time around. So
Right.
you end up really groggy for the rest of the day. And that's usually how I am after that happens. So he takes that into consideration. You take that into consideration. And so if you get off work at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or you finish playing games, or you finish recording at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you just, go to sleep right there in the
But
office.
even like now, I'm probably going to go to sleep in here because by the time you get off, you're going to be ready to. By the time you get off this video, you're going to be ready to go to sleep or whatever. Like,
Right.
and um, I may not.
right? Because now that Cecilia is older and she's more active during the day, and I'm trying to get more done with the house to get ready for the baby that will be here in 6 months. Um,
Nesting.
yes, I'm I'm very much nesting. I've been collecting baby stuff and putting our baby stuff that we've saved from Cecilia up and everything. I've kind of already accepted the fact that we're gonna have another girl.
Oh man,
We don't know that yet. We won't know
I
until January
I
7th.
don't care, but I'm down for another girl. Here's the house full of daddy, daddy, daddy.
Well, are we wanting to say the names right now that we've settled on?
I don't know that we settled on a girl name.
We did.
I think you think we have, but
No, I sent it to you and you're like, "Yeah, I like that."
I think Agatha is still on the table.
I like Claire.
I think Agatha is still on the table. That's what I'm saying.
No. No. The last Agatha that I know is Agatha Christie.
But honestly, I don't care. I know you want a boy in
I
some
do because we have two girls, and to have a boy would be a change and things. But to have another girl and to dress the girl up in pretty dresses and everything like that, that will be nice.
but
Um,
I have to be honest though, that's the hardest thing about working from home. And I've said it 100 times. That's the hardest thing about working from home is she can hear me in here and she
yeah.
knows.
And she'll go,
Um,
"Daddy, Daddy, Daddy."
and then she cries, "Daddy, Dad." Oh, oh, when you were gone earlier, getting from the store, getting the stuff,
Uh-huh.
she got in trouble
Oh yeah, you told me she kicked you.
because she kept kicking me,
Yeah,
and she got it, and she wouldn't listen,
yeah. She's been in this whole not wanting to listen stage,
and
and
and she manipulates me so hard. She does. She's so manipulative because she hits me with like, "No, daddy, no,
yeah.
I'm not listening to you, daddy. It's
Or
not
she'll go,
happening."
"No, no."
And so I'm like, "Cecilia, get in here." I hit her with the dad voice. You feel me?
Yeah.
And once I do that, she goes,
Okay.
oh my daddy,"
And you're like, it's so hard to be mad at her.
with a little pouty lip and everything, like super pout, whoa, like turbo pout lip. I
This lip.
can't I can't find a good spot for you on this.
My bad.
It's not your fault.
It's just,
It's just the way it is. I
yeah.
And this is the first time we've ever done anything like this, so I imagine there's gonna be some growing pains. But if I lean up, I'm not in the light. Um, if I lean back, I'm not in the light. But if I lean up, um, you are covering my face sometimes. So it's very much a strange situation. But we'll figure it out. I
Well, I can do this. Is that better? Hmm.
and I don't know. Well, I guess I could tighten up this box a little bit because not really about you so much as the the way the box is kind of laid out. Um, there we go. Okay, now you're tiny. Anyway,
Is that better?
no, no, that's worse. That's way worse. Your head's cut off.
Okay.
All right, chill, chill.
Just
You,
chill.
you don't move. I'm moving to you.
Okay.
You, you can't see my screen, so you don't know what's going on. But
Right.
and
Right. Right.
neither do they because I'm on the non-video side trying to do like
Oh.
this is not recording right now. I'm doing some post production or pre production, live production magic. I don't know. I'm I'm
pre
still
pre pre posting.
I'm still kind of
production.
getting used to being on YouTube. I know it seems weird or whatever, like it seems odd for me to say that, but
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, I am still getting used to. I guess I could do like this and look at you, look down at you. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Um, I am very much still getting used to being on YouTube, and I don't know if you've heard because you don't watch my channel. For those of you who don't know, my own wife doesn't watch my YouTube. It feels bad. But
Well, did I hear that you're not going to be doing your usual gaming?
I'm not doing games. No more games
You're
on the
not
channel.
doing Now, see, I might actually watch it then, because before it was just me watching you playing games, and I'm like, I don't want to sit through 3 hours of this.
No, no, and that's my point is because I think that gaming was was not really what the channel was meant for. It never was. It was never supposed to be a gaming channel, and so I cut it. We're gonna do one live stream a week where I talk about my week and talk about things, and like I want you there, and I want people there. I want to have a talk show. So there's gonna be a lot more of this, a lot more of me and you, a lot more maybe movie reviews are gonna be a thing. Um, I want to get your opinion on some of the news stories that I find, but finding news stories is tough too because a lot of those news stories are old as all snot by the time I find them.
Right.
But no, life has been good. I mean, overall, life has been good. I move
Yeah.
into mornings, which scares me like nobody's business.
Yeah. Yeah. Because let me tell you one thing, he is not. He is not a morning person.
I am not. It doesn't matter what time I wake up.
Hate being woken up. You hate it.
I do.
Absolutely hate it.
I'm not
And
gonna lie.
it could be like an hour, like from a nap. And literally the only thing that has been successful at waking you up is the alarm on your computer.
That's it. And even
I will I
well,
mean, we have Alexa.
well,
We have,
no, no.
yeah,
Here's the thing. I still wake up upset. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
Every morning it goes off, and she can attest. It is. She drops off my coffee. She scratches my back and leaves. There's
yep.
not conversation. We're not talking about nothing. We are not not good morning. Not I love you. Not but maybe I love you. Maybe that.
Be a certain occasion where you'll be like, Jamie, come here. Then I'll open the door and I'll be like, okay. And I'll wait. I'll wait at the door. I literally will open the door and I will wait to see how you are. And if you go like this, come here, come here. I know you're in a good mood. And
'Cause
then if you're like, scratch my back, I'm like, okay. So I have to put everything. If I have something in my hands, I have to put it down, and I'll sit there and I'll scratch his back. And there's been times where Cecilia will follow me in there, and then she'll also try and scratch it back too. So
oh,
that's the cutest little thing. I
she
tell you, even though even though she is pushing buttons, she is the sweetest little girl.
she really is. The best
I
thing is thank you, welcome,
Yeah, yeah. I will sit there and I'll sneeze and she'll go bless you.
bless you.
And I'll go, thank you, and she'll go, welcome. And then she'll go, are you oh, get this, get this. So Liz was over here earlier, right?
Okay,
And
your friend Liz, who nobody on the channel
right,
knows, and we
right.
just mentioned by name.
My friend Liz was over here earlier.
Got you.
Due to a mishap, she had to do laundry over here.
Oh, we could tell that host so we could air her out real quick.
No, no, we're not going to do that because she's having a rough time about that. And
Really?
she feels like she is a horrible mom because of what happened. And I'm going to tell
I
you right
mean,
now, she's not.
I mean, she might be.
She's not. She has a daughter who is very similar to Kirsten, not near as medicated,
Anyway,
but
let's
definitely
not
similar.
derail too bad.
Yeah. Anyways, Liz was sitting on the couch, and Cecilia was right up against her, playing with her baby dolls and all that. We were talking back and forth. All of a sudden, I hear Cecilia go, I," and wasn't even thinking anything of it. And then she goes, "Love you," and I sit there and I was like, "Wait, what? Do that again," because um, she does this thing where it's when she says "I love you," she'll go "I you."
Right. It's never I love you.
Right, because she's two, and putting together full sentences is very hard for
I
her.
don't know. Sometimes though, I think it's just her thing.
Yeah, yeah, it has been her thing here lately because we've done this thing where we go "I," and she'll go "I," and then we'll go "love," and then she'll go "love," and then we say "you," and then she'll say "you," and then we say, "Okay, say I love you," and she go "I you." It's
She
the cutest little thing.
so and I'm okay with that being her thing. Like
Right.
she's just a little kid or whatever, and
And it's actually turned into our thing. Whenever we say "I love you," you'll sit there and say "I love you," but you'll say "I you," and I'll go "I love you,"
yeah.
because we do. She's at that point where she knows how to say the words, so we need to break her of that habit because she
I
is
don't know that
two.
we do. Why can't that just be our thing?
Well, because it's not right,
Because
and it's
what?
it's going to hold her back.
Oh, okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
don't wanna
That
we
one
don't
thing
wanna
is gonna
hold her
hold her.
back. Okay, maybe not that one thing, but we don't wanna get into the habit.
Well, what if she's a nun? Then she's gonna be in the habit all the time.
Oh gosh.
Catholic jokes.
You're a pain. You're a pain.
But you love me.
Yes, I love you, even though you're a pain.
And honestly, the other
I
thing that's
still
kind of been freaking me out, um, it feels freaky to be in a financial situation where we pay all of our bills off one check and then it's just rent and groceries.
Yeah, and it's been that way for a good bit. It was that way before you changed jobs. Um,
Was it?
this past October or
Mm,
November when you started.
was it? No,
This-
I started in December.
No, you started in November.
Uh,
You got your first
Oh,
paycheck at the end of
oh, okay,
November.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. You right, you right. I
It's like
I
November
forget.
16th or something.
Um, honestly, I know for you, it's not really been much different. I know for you, with me with the new job's not really been much different because we we don't spend a lot of time talking about my work. Um,
We really don't, and that's something that we've done since you and I have been together because we met
at work,
at work.
so we specifically didn't talk about work then, and like we don't
Well,
talk
we didn't talk about it because we experienced it
right,
while at work. I
and
knew what you were going through. You knew what I was going through. Well, you knew what I was going through. I didn't know so much about what you were going through unless it was something that they were telling me.
but
Um, but
um,
yeah,
and we've kind of carried that on. I just don't feel compelled to hold a long conversation about my 10, 12 hour workday.
he doesn't do small talk.
I don't like.
And what's crazy is this is small talk. Well, to a certain extent.
No, I think in a certain way it is, but this is the way that we talk. Like, please don't misunderstand. I talk to her just like this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna hold a conversation, this is how it is. And I, I guess we should tell the people how when you come at me with a problem, how does that typically get resolved? Like, if you come to me with someone else's drama,
Oh, So if I come to him with saying something like, "Oh, so and so said," and he goes, "You know that's gossip, right?" I'm
And why
like,
do I care?
"You don't,
Like, what do
you
I
don't."
care what so and so said? You feel me? Like,
But here's where I want everyone to understand. That's what I experience throughout the day.
small talk
You
and gossip?
okay? Anything that happens outside of my normal everyday purview, i.e., um,
Through
raising our
Facebook
kids,
news, you
cleaning
feel
the
me?
house.
Um, I'm
I have
actually
a nickname.
I'm actually gonna run an idea by you that I think could be a good promo for the channel. You need to start a Facebook news anchor page.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no, I don't. No, I don't.
yeah. And then I'll direct my subscribers over there. You direct your Facebook followers to the channel, and we can do a Facebook news segment on every live stream.
Oh, well, when I was taking my clothes over to Liz, I saw
Fa-
a really bad accident.
Facebook news.
No, it wasn't a Facebook News because I saw it right there. So it's Jaimie News.
All right.
Looked
So
like
James,
somebody had turned and ran into a tree.
people have
Or
accidents,
like
but see, this is what I'm talking about.
40.
People have accidents all day long,
Okay,
and like
so he calls me Facebook News because I tell him events that happen outside of the household.
she'd be like, listen here. Uh, Jeffro, Jeffro done went down to the Citgo and got himself a pack of cigarettes, and little Marlene didn't really like that too much, and I just don't understand why Jeffro just don't quit smoking because Marlene done told him he doesn't like it, and you know, ding diddling 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 diddling, and I'm just over
Hey,
here like
hey, I have a country accent, but I don't appreciate that.
I'm just over here like, why do I care, man? And listen, I'm sad that there's a wreck, but like, can we do anything about it? No, like you're not.
Right?
You sure, absolutely, and you should. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother conversation because we ain't been to church in forever. Thanks, Plague.
Yeah.
Shout out, Plague. And threw me off course completely.
Shout out quarantine.
Shout out, quarantine. And
Hashtag shout out quarantine.
this has been an interesting little conversation. I want to do this once a week, maybe. I mean,
Maybe more often. I don't know.
now that you have the camera, it's a lot easier
Yeah.
because we went out to set up in the living room, and I liked that video. Um, but I think unless we're doing like some life story stuff, and I want to vlog more when we're out. But honestly, this is it. Far out as we get. We don't really leave.
Really don't.
We go to my brother Steven's, but other than that, we don't really
I'll,
leave.
I'll go to your mom's or
Which ain't nobody vlogging that. Ugh.
be
My
nice.
mom probably don't even know this channel exists. Fucking
She probably does. She just probably doesn't watch it.
just like you.
Hey, hey, listen, I have a 2-year-old I take care of.
Listen, TikTok
Plus
warrior.
a 31-year-old that I take care of.
Oh, oh. Hit me
Oh,
hard
oh.
at the end of the video there. All right, then. Well, by the time you guys see this, it'll be Tuesday. I'm
You know I
releasing.
take care of you.
You do. You do. By the time you see this, it'll be Tuesday. I'm actually. This is actually tomorrow's video, and then we'll be back on the channel Friday for our run movie review, and then maybe we'll stop by the live on Sunday. I don't know, but it's been fun. I really I appreciate you for hanging out, dealing with me, dealing with you. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and fade in the little outro music. You feel me? Gotta hit that sweet outro music. Listen, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, lick that like button, scribble that subscribe button, commentate on the video, and do what, Jaimie? That notification.
Tickle the notification pickle?
Yeah, you know. Tickle the notification pickle. I am Zachary D, the Palsy Papa, and this is the Facebook news anchor, Jaimie, my wife. And as always, don't be tripping, cause watching.
Cause you're still crippin'.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Really, that's all you're gonna hit it with is bye.
Bye. Yeah, cause I'm not the weirdo.
We need your own outro. We need your own.
No.
We need your own thing.
I will do my own outro when I do my own videos.
This is Jim Jazzily Doo Wop. I'm out.
No. Jim Jazzily. No.
Yeah.
Are we out?
This is Jaimie. No, we're not out yet. We're still recording. This is Jaimie Escalante, Facebook News, signing off.
No. You refer to me as Jaimie, and I'm going to kick your butt. I hate that. By the way. I hate that.
This is Jaimie Escalante, signing off.
No.
Bye. Say bye, Jaimie Escalante.
This is the poor wife.
The poor wife? We're not poor. We just talking about how to pay all my bills off one check, bro.
No, I'm not talking monetarily poor. I'm talking like sanity poor.
This is James Drizzly Doo Wop.
No.
Why not? I'm still trying to.
Me.
No, that's Jaimie. You, not Jaimie. You're Jay, not me. Anyway, I'm out. This is the intro. I can't get her to make an outro. We'll work on that. I'll get you something YouTube catchy. Scribble that subscribe button. You want to see more of James Drizzly Doo Wop on the channel. My wife, my other half. They can't see you, so quit waving. All right, I'm out. Bye.